Uh-oh, we're live streaming. Wait for it to come up. I'm waiting for LinkedIn to appear. There we go. Here we are. Hello, hello, hello. You may recognize us. We are Sherry M. Sherry, wave hello to LinkedIn,
Hello,
Facebook.
I'm trying to
Okay,
quickly plug in
there.
my computer because it's going to die.
There is not going to die. You may know Sherry M and Bonnie G. I'm also Bonnie D and AK Radio Red here on LinkedIn and other social platforms. We'd like to think we are seasoned business leaders with a little salt and a little pepper and some other spices thrown in. We love to talk about people, technology, business strategies, and all three of those elements that go into the universe of what we do for a living. Now, Sherry and I are teamed up to talk about, oh my, life and culture and more, but no politics. Sherry, no politics. You
I
promised,
promise no
okay?
politics.
Okay. So we're calling ourselves, as you can see on the screen, We Dish, not the dish, We Dish, two TOO Saucy, and we could have hyphenated that. Two saucy dames, Bonnie G and Sherry M. We're going to be here just for real. Greet us, ask us questions, send us comments, but play nice. You're in our sandbox now and join us for a very different kind of live streaming show because we think the world needs a little bit of a smile, right, Sherry? A hug, a virtual hug, a little bit of levity, a little bit of humor, and we're here to offer that. So, Sherry, I'm going to start off by asking you, can you describe who you are, not what you do, who you are in 30 words or less? Sherry, go.
30 words or less. Okay. I'm a work in progress. I'm constantly changing, always learning something new. Today in business, I'm an executive leader and a communications expert. I spent a lot of time in the human resources function before that. So I'm an HR tech expert as well and spend a lot of time on that. I do brand management and customer value mapping for technology. I'm a creator, I'm a writer, and I'm a speaker, and I'm a mom and a grandmom.
And you're a friend too, because you're my friend. There you go.
Thank you.
Share, ask me who I am in 30 words or
I
less.
don't know that you can do this in 30 words or less, Bonnie, but go.
I measured it. It's my LinkedIn profile. I'm a live radio and podcast, and there is a difference. Podcasts are recorded and often cleaned up. Live radio is what it is. Live radio, which we're doing now, and podcast creator, producer, host. I'm a storyteller. I'm a moderator of events, tech events, and all kinds of things, webinars and meetings. I'm a business writer. I'm a creative writer, a budding novelist, 2 years working on my first novel, but it's going to be hysterical, and you won't know the name because people would come after me, yeah, with harsh instruments and weapons if they knew I was writing it. I'm an artist. I call myself prolific, pretty much closeted, over 300 paintings. Let's see, watercolors and acrylic paint pouring and collages, et cetera, et cetera. I'm a poet, part of a Writer's Digest poetry group. We have a prompt every week, and I get up early on Wednesdays and write a poem and post it for the group, and we share and give thumbs up and comment. And I'm the creator of the 3 minute soundbite roundtable format on live radio for businesses. I have over 50 radio series since 2011. I'm an early woman in tech. If anybody remembers something called a mainframe computer and a key punch, I was carrying boxes of 80 column cards around yes, that would run my programs. And I'm a drummer, red boots drummer with a red Ludwig drum set and really cool cymbals. And I wear red boots. And I used to drum songs for Motown, and I've hosted and produced many events when I was living in Durham, North Carolina. Sherry, is that enough?
I think that's over 30, but it's exhausting. It's an exhaustive list.
Sherry, what I'd like to do now, what we've designed to do here is for people to get to know us a little bit. I'm going to screen share this document that I've created. It's very, very brief so that you can see it, I can see it, and actually everybody can see it. There we go. It's on the screen. Big enough, Sherry? Is it good?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm going to start out asking you a question about your favorite music, and then I'll give my answers, and then you'll ask me about driving. We'll go to cooking, shopping, burgers, irksome, and DST, and let's see if we can beat the clock. We've got about 8 minutes left. So, Sherry,
You got
favorite music: old time rock and roll, Sinatra era pop, classical jazz, country, R&B, soul, rap, metal, AI, or punk. Sherry, what do you love?
I love all music, honestly, but I'm a punk rock girl at heart.
Okay, what about rock and roll? What about Motown? I didn't even put that in there.
Oh, yeah, you didn't even put Motown in. Old time rock and roll, definitely. I mean, there's something about to be said about music you grew up hearing, right?
There
It
you
evokes
go. I'm going to kill this
memory.
document here and get this off the
Yeah.
screen. Clean this up here. Come on, Bonnie G. You can do. There we go. Okay, good. Sherry, my music
Okay, what about
preferences,
you?
a little bit of country. I like all kinds of and Keith Urban a little. But I like to actually watch him sing. I like Brad
Yeah.
Paisley. I
Watch
like
him sing
Moran.
or watch him move.
Oh, both, please, please, please. Sinatra pop, I grew up with that. Old time rock and roll. I had a TV show in New York called Something to Talk About, and I invited the a cappella rock groups from Long Island to come on my show and
Very
sing,
cool. I
and it
love
was
acapella.
lovely. Okay, ask me about driving.
What do you drive, Bonnie? What's
Two
your
seater, two-seater convertible automatic. Sherry, what about you?
Of course you do. You probably have a scarf wrapped around your neck blowing in the wind. I drive an
What
SUV. We also have a convertible, but I don't love it. I don't love the sun beating down on me when it's too hot, and I don't love the tightness of the small car. I love my SUV. Very
There you
comfortable.
go. I love getting in and out of my small car. And by the way, people stop and tell me because they love it because the front plate is a vanity plate and it says AKA Radio Red in red print on a mirror. What can I tell you? Okay, cooking. Sherry, do you cook by the
Okay.
recipe? Do you improvise? Do you meal delivery, takeout? What's your pref?
Ooh, see, I do meal delivery takeout on occasion. Yeah. I will be sitting at home here. I'll be hungry for something in particular. It might be a night where I'm by myself and I'll think, I could really eat an ice cream sundae. I could have that delivered now. And sometimes I'll actually do that to treat myself. That's so lazy, so bad. But I do a little bit of both. I mean, I follow recipes, and my mom's recipes are not recipes written down. It's kind of you throw a little of this in and a little of that in until you get the right, make a saproshka, she would say, and I'd be like, "What's a saproshka?" And those are really very much done to taste and experimental and whatever I have in the house sometimes. So a little
I
of both.
I cook to taste. When I'm baking, though, I pretty much follow the recipe. I
Yeah,
like to
I think
use
baking is a science.
it is. And I use the Krusty's muffin and cupcake mixes. And sometimes I'll add a little more of the some cranberries or I'll add a little more chocolate chips to the chocolate chunk recipe. I like those, but mostly I bake from scratch and I cook what I like and I cook to taste. And I ask Alexa for a recipe, give me the ingredients, give me the steps, and then I'll improvise as I go along until it tastes good. There you go.
So
No
wait, now,
meal.
if you bake, do you eat everything you baked or do you give it away?
Let's move on to the next category, please. I have a lot of neighbors who have received a lot of muffin. I have the little fancy fluted cupcake muffin holders, and I make a lot of gift deliveries, and then I freeze it. But what can I tell you? Let's go to shopping.
Tell me about your shopping habits.
When I moved to a new location, I was in Durham and now I'm in Loudon, Tennessee. I go to a local supermarket and I learn everything about the market and I will sometimes talk to people in the aisles, but I make friends with the checkers and with the managers and I ask a lot of questions and they show me around and I spend a lot of time and I try to get myself to buy one new thing every week if I can, one new food item, one new something for the house. And I try to make it an adventure, but I like to talk to people. What about you, Sherry?
Grocery shopping, I do a little of everything. I will order it to be delivered if I'm in a rush. I will go in. I love to go into certain stores and, as you said, walk around and try different things. So it's a little bit of both. It depends on what my timing is and what my priorities are. Like if I'd rather, I don't have much time and I'd rather spend that with my grandkids, I do that. But I do shop. Let that be known. I do shop online, in person, wherever.
We have three more categories. Let's see if we can beat the clock. We got 4 minutes. Burgers. Sherry, what are your favorite burgers? Real fast.
Beef. I do turkey, but I love beef. What about
Turkey
you?
gave up red meat about 30 years ago. I won't admit to anything more than that. Turkey burgers, and
All
I make
right.
an awesome sauce with a
Love
combination of ketchup and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I mix that and pour that over my
beef.
burgers.
That sounds good.
Sherry,
What about irksome? I know things irk you, Bonnie. What make you today?
ridiculous email signatures that talk about everything the person's ever done in their life, but they're too busy to answer email, voicemail greetings that are just ridiculous. Strangers online, I don't find them irksome because I'm a stranger who talks to people online, self-service checkouts that need a person. That's why I don't use them. And local, let's just say an eye care store recently told me I was 6 minutes later than their 10-minute grace period and they wouldn't serve me and sent me somewhere else almost an hour away. And it turns out that the woman at the desk was new and it was a 15-minute grace period. And friends had driven me there and we were in traffic and they wouldn't see me. So that to me is ridiculous. What irks you, Sherry?
Oh my God, the most irksome thing to me is needing like cable service or phone service and having to make that phone call. and they take you through a gazillion selections. And, you're like, I already did that. I'm telling you, I need a person. How do I get a person? That to me is the most, you'll hear me cursing and throwing things around the house if I have to make those phone calls.
Sherry, one more topic. Daylight savings time, yay or nay?
No, it's an old-fashioned idea. Please let's get rid of it. It is so hard to deal and do work globally. We're in other places in our own country, and then other countries don't change times or don't change them at the same times that we do. So yeah, it's dumb.
And the mornings are very, very dark right now. I don't mind the evenings being a little longer, but at the end of the day, I don't mind the dark at 7 o'clock at night, so I can just get out of my office and watch some
Why
wonderful
are we
friends.
playing with Mother Nature? Let it go.
Mother Nature doesn't want to be played with sometimes. Sherry, it's 1:57 p.m. We've actually got people watching us on LinkedIn
Yes.
Live.
Well,
Hello to whoever you are. We
I
just
want
wanted
those people to tell us what they'd like to chat about or what irks them.
Yeah, why don't you tell us what irks you? No politics. We'd love to have some feedback. We just decided to lighten the mood, lighten the load a little bit here on LinkedIn, Facebook. We're on my YouTube channel, and we just want to talk and have a good time and bring a little smile to somebody's face, if not just ours. By the way, this is an old piece of vintage jewelry I bought on eBay years ago. Do you like it, Sherry?
That's beautiful.
Thank you very much. And what do you think of the background I designed for us? Cool beans?
Very cool.
N-
AI
Night
out,
Cafe
out doing
Studio.
arts.
And Photoshop. Night Cafe the lips I took from the, you see bottom of my right hand here, the lips are on the bottom, and I did a magic lasso and transported them into the other eye. And I think that'd be some really cool makeup. Sherry, is it time for us to say goodbye to everybody? I can't
Time
believe
to say
people are
goodbye.
watching us.
Back to
Bonnie
work.
G signing off. Sherry, sign off.
Bye for now. See you
Bye
soon.
for now. Okay.